welcome to a new episode of Cultural Magazine, where we bring you the latest events taking place around the nation. And today we have a lot in store for you in this episode. Let's go take a look.
دار يا دار يا دار يا دار قولي لي يا دار.
The Minister of Culture, Ines Abdeldaim, attended the Egyptian celebration of the centenary of Wadi' al-Salfi. The Arabic music celebrated the centenary of Wadi' al-Salfi, the voice of the mountain. Abdeldaim said that the festival is an artistic forum for the creators of the Arab world, and the celebration of the centenary of Wadi' al-Salfi is a sign of gratitude for his works.
دار يا دار يا دار يا دار قولي لي يا دار 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 يا داري يا دار.
Antoine, Mouin and Amira on Wadi' al-Salfi's way, and Mohammed Mohsen presented a concert that combined heritage and modernity. In the 30th Arab Music Festival and Conference organized by the Egyptian Opera House headed by Magdi Saber, Dr. Ines Abdeldaim, the Minister of Culture, followed Egypt's celebration of the centenary of the able Lebanese singer Wadi' al-Salfi, who played an important influential role in the field of Arab singing. For her part, Abdeldaim said that the festival is an artistic incubator for all the creators of the Arab world, adding that the celebration of the centenary of Wadi' al-Salfi is a coronation of his name and a sign of gratitude for his creative works, as he is one of the symbols of valuable singers. The Minister of Culture honored Antoine Wadi' al-Salfi and gave him a commemorative shield of the festival in appreciation of his late father's great contributions in the field of singing. During the ceremony, Antoine Wadi' al-Salfi confirmed that Egypt was the first country to receive and celebrate his father in 1944, stressing that he had considered art as a human message to spread love. The ceremonies included presenting a concert for Maestro Selim Saheb with a selection of immortal works for Wadi' al-Salfi in the Fountain Theatre, followed by giving a speech for Mouin Sharif, who delivered a Lebanese greeting to Egypt, as it is the heart of the Arab nation. Afterwards, the singer Mohammed Mohsen and Ayat Farouk, accompanied by the Ahmed Amir Musical Ensemble, presented a collection of traditional compositions. In the same context, the Institute of Arab Music presented a Wahhabiyat concert, on this occasion performed by the star Mohammed Al-Hilm, accompanied by the orchestra led by Maestro Farouk El-Babli and with the participation of Yahya Abdel Halim and Reem Kamal. Meanwhile, the star Midhat Saleh, accompanied by the famous pianist Amr Slim, gave a concert at the Biblioteca Alexandria
العشق لو القلب ضايع العمر حتى نضحي بيه ونغني للفجر راجع تفضل تحقق أمنياتك رغم المحن وتبقى قادر حتى على الخوف والزمن هتلاقي قلبك يرتعش حب وسلام نومي نومي نوم لو كان حب العشق لو القلب ضايع العمر حتى نضحي بيه غني للفجر راجع العشق لو القلب ضايع غني للفجر
preceded by a paraphrase for Royal Band for Music and Folk Arts, the Iraqi Qanun player Furat Al-Qadawi, and Difaf Digla Ensemble.
عيرتني بالشيب وهو وقار ناوش الرديف بالورد النور ناوش الرديف يا رديف الحلوة يكفيني سنة يا رديف الحلوة يكفيني سنة والعيون السود معك وزنانة والعيون السود معك وزنانة وفكت القمر تريد
Minister of Culture Dr. Ines Abdeldaim and the Giza Governor Major General Ahmed Rashid inaugurated on Saturday the Open Theatre at the Academy of Arts headed by Dr. Gheda Gibara. The theatre bears the name of Dr. Nihad Saleha in recognition of her enlightening contributions to culture and arts. The ceremony was attended by public figures as well as a number of faculty members at the Academy. In her word, Abdeldaim said that the inauguration of the Open Theatre is a new addition to the achievements of the Egyptian culture and will allow the students of the Academy to fully coexist with the actual theatrical atmosphere and produce many purposeful performances. She added that it also came as part of plans to honor and immortalize the symbols of creators, noting that Dr. Saleha is a prominent idol in the Egyptian culture. Moreover, she praised the theater's equipment, which was carried out in line with the latest sound, lighting, and decoration systems. Dr. Saleha is one of the most significant sources of knowledge, as she succeeded in transferring many elements of foreign cultures to Egypt, adding that the Academy is preparing a plan to publish studies and books that highlight her work and her role in Arabic culture.
recent years, we started seeing the Egyptian government, specifically the Ministry of Culture, preserving the kind of heritage that Egypt has from all its forms and all its history. Let's go find out more about this Egyptian heritage.
The Manyal Palace is one of the most distinctive and breathtaking Alawi dynasty palaces built in Egypt, reflecting the wealth and the luxury of the royal family. The Manyal Palace was built for the Prince Muhammad Ali Tawfiq, who was the son of Khedive Tawfiq and the brother of King Abbas Hilmi II. After the death of King Fuad in 1936, he was appointed to be the chief regent for King Farouk. The Manyal Palace, located on a Roda island, composed of 5 buildings, formed a residential compound. The buildings surrounded by impressive Bergen-style gardens containing rare and beautiful plants and flowers. The architectural design of the palace is a combination of different cultures. It is affected by Ottoman, Moorish, Persian, and European Rococo styles. It displays rare collections of Arabic carpets, manuscripts, and oil paintings of some of the Muhammad Ali dynasty, along with the landscape paintings, metal artifacts, writing tools, clothing, tablecloth, furniture, and candlesticks.
You're still watching Cultural Magazine. Hope you're enjoying the episode this far, and you're going to find out a lot more about what's happening in the nation. Let's go find out.
Muhammad Ali's Manyal Palace witnessed the launch of the Manyal Palace Friends Music Festival in its 3rd edition, headed by Prince Abbas Hilmi, which is being held in the Royal Garden in the palace for 3 days, with the participation of the great Iraqi musician Nasir Shamma, the international pianist Ramzi Yassa, and the international soprano Fatma Saeed.
We have an association of which I have the pleasure of being the president, the chairman, which is the Friends of Manyal Palace Museum. And we have been active for the last 15 years, roughly, and we try and help the museum. So that is our heritage preservation, which is we're talking about heritage, is our aim. This is what we want. And as you know, in order to do these things, you need money. So the reason for the festival is in order to raise funds, and we hope that people will be encouraged to help us, and we are very proud because we're about to start our biggest project ever, to the reopening of the private museum. A private museum has 15 halls, big halls, and we're only able to do 2 at the moment. And we hope that others will follow on, and we've already been approached by 1 or 2 people, so we're hopeful that it's going to be done eventually. We have commissioned, the association has commissioned a display scenario, and the architect is here actually, and it's a very beautiful scenario, and so we're very excited. This is our biggest project ever. But we've helped the palace in many ways. We've helped to restore lighting. We've brought benches for the garden. We've brought equipment for the restoration department. We try and help all the time. Actually, we are forced to do that because of COVID. You know, because they don't want to encourage people to be in closed spaces. So I think it's lovely. It's the best time of the year. I think Egypt is wonderful all the year round, but the autumn is the best time, I think. And so let's enjoy it. Since the start, as I told you, we try to raise funds. So we have a fundraiser once a year. We had a party, I mean an event. But then that event grew, and then we had 3 days. So we called it a festival. And then the second festival you're talking about, and that was bigger than this one. But then COVID happened, so we had to cancel last year. But we're back now. As you'll see, I think this year we'll do something very nice.
The first concert included a group of Shamma's musical compositions, in addition to playing a number of some other great artists' compositions, most notably Andalusia Opens Its Doors and Tango, along with musical pieces from the Arab musical heritage.
Since the beginning of this association, we used to have one night that we do a celebration on the 9th of November. This is the birthday of the Prince Muhammad Ali. To give you an idea, the head of the association is Prince Abbas Helmi, and Prince Abbas Helmi is, Prince Muhammad Ali is the brother of his grandfather. Okay, for him, this is a way to keep yes, not the heritage, to keep the palace as good as he can. To tell you the truth, we used to have one night, and then when we started talking about the festival, Mr. Hassan Kami, who passed away, he was the director, the director of the association, the musical director. And actually, he was afraid of the festival. He said, for us to do something good, it takes at least 3 to 4 years. So we had to expect failure or something not very well. But alhamdulillah, since the first year, it was very well organized, and it took the people to another area. classical music, something very refined. The place itself is fabulous, and the people attending, when you look at it, you'll find those people are really, it's a nice atmosphere actually. This year, first time we have 3 consecutive nights. The 3 of them, they are really with us since years. Yani Mr. Nasir Shamma actually has been with us in all the events since 12-13 years. Mr. Ramzi Yessa for more than 15 years. Fatma came with us 3-4 times before. We feel at home, you know, as a family, and we try to do our maximum. Actually, we had a mix of 2 things together, which is, I can't remember the name, you know, this, the one that is called some boom boom, the big one like that, with a guitar. It was lovely. The combination was the first time. I used to love it. I love it. I enjoy, I do, and when we arrange things, we all do it with a good heart. And we try to do our maximum. The workshop last year we used to have during all the rehearsal. The students, they used to come and attend, and then we had workshop for the students in the art association. And we had an outreach event which was fabulous in Helwan University. It was attended by 600 students. And actually we had Nasir Shamma Jala and Ramzias. It started with Mr. Nasir. طبعا the students are aware of the music, and then came Jala. It was very difficult for her. She said, how come I'm gonna convince you with an opera and here you كله is oriented يعني to the oriental music. She was so clever and so intelligent that she made them follow her, and they, at the end, the kids, the students يعني were extremely happy.
Nasir Shamma is an Iraqi musician and oud player, was born in 1963 in Kut, a city on the Tigris River. Shamma started his musical education at the age of 12 in Baghdad, Iraq, and at the age of 22, he already was playing his compositions at a concert in front of many Iraqi renowned musicians. He finished his formal studies at the Iraqi Music Academy of Baghdad in 1987 and started to work as an oud teacher 3 years later.
I think we should do a lot of events like this. We need funds to revive beautiful historical places in Egypt. The government can do all by himself, but we have to help. And this initiative is very good. It's very important. I'm a vlogger. I do videos, and when I go to places and I find the places are not well maintained, it breaks my heart. And it's a source of income for Egypt on the government level. And on the normal level, people need for their living. They need to. We need tourists. We need to have open new markets, new places, and this is very important. Music is international. It's you cannot say that there is a music that will that certain people will like and other people, other nations or other genders will not like. No, music is international. Today we have Nasir Shamma طبعا, and today I think we're going to experience the level of what we experience as Arabs, and we experienced a lot with Kulthum. Is the state of tarab, is being in a state of the soul goes
in with the music and we live in a different world, yes, spiritual world. I think we're going to experience this today and it's going to be marvelous. More days, definitely. 3 days are not enough. We need a week, we need 10 days, big festival in several places. طبعا all the funds for the Manial Palace, but several places, a lot of artists and a beautiful crowd like this one.
Enjoying an elegant evening in the heart of Cairo's glorious Muhammad Ali's Manial Palace is a unique experience that aims to ameliorate the popular taste and revive the Egyptian classical heritage. Shuruq Bikir, Culture Magazine.
This brings us to the end of this episode of Cultural Magazine. Hope you enjoyed it and stay tuned for more on Now TV.